The question is to find out the resistance value between point A and B. So simply we can say that this is a series circuit and we can end it, but let us do it fundamentally. I assume there is a battery which is connected between this point A and B, and let me draw how the current will flow through this particular battery, positive and negative. It will start from this point and once again it will come back to the negative point of the battery. It means that current through all the components is same, and this is a series circuit. So I can write down R equivalent or RAB equals to 10 plus 20, and the result is RAB is equal to 30 ohms. Let us see next problem. So over here we have to calculate RAB. We also have to calculate RAC, and we also have to calculate RBC. Now let us understand this calculations one by one. When we have to calculate RAB, let us assume that there is a battery connected between A and B. Let us see how the current will flow. The current will flow from positive to A through 10 ohms, through 30 ohms to point B, and back to negative terminal. You can specifically observe there is no current in this particular component, no current. So this component does not play any role when you calculate RAB. We can observe in resistance 10 and 30 there is a same current which is flowing. So we can say 10 and 30 are in series, and we can conclude about component RAB. So RAB is equal to 10 plus 30, which is nothing but 40 ohms. Next, find RAC. Same steps. We assume there is a battery between point A and C. Let us see how the current will flow. The current will flow from 10 ohm component, 5 ohm component, back to negative terminal. So here also specifically we can observe there is no current through 30 ohm component. So now this 30 ohm component won't come into picture, and the same amount of current flows through 10 ohm and 5 ohm. So they are in series. So I got my answer. RAC is equal to 10 plus 5, 15 ohms. Next is to calculate RBC. Same way, I will assume a battery between B and C. Let us see how the current flows. Point B through 30 ohms to this point, through 5 ohms to point C to negative terminal. Once again, there is no current in the 10 ohms component. so that will not play any part. And the amount of current flowing through 5 and 30 remains same, so they are in series. RBC equals to 30 plus 5, which is 35 ohms. Third problem, find out RAB. Let us assume there is a battery between A and B. How the current will flow? To point A. At this point, the current will get divided into two parts. First part through 10 ohm component, second part through 20 ohm component, and once again at point B, this will become current I and to negative terminal. So here we can see two different currents are flowing through 10 ohm and 20 ohm resistance. So they are in parallel. R AB equals to 10 parallel 20. It means that 10 into 20 upon 10 plus 20. So the value of RAB equals to 200 divided by 30, which is 20 upon 3. Let us see the next problem. So when you calculate RAC, we can see the current will come over here, then through point C like this, and then to battery. So these area of the circuit will never come into picture. So these components will not be the part of the equation, and simply we can see 10 and 30 are in series. So RAC will become 10 plus 30, 40 ohms. Let us quickly see what will happen if you find RAB. So now you must have understood now, when you find RAB, this component will not come into picture. Why? Because the current will start at point A, it will come over here, will get divided into two parts. One part will flow through this 20 ohm component, another part will flow through this 20 ohm component, and then the current will reach to terminal B and then back to battery. So 20 and 20 are in parallel, and then they are series in 10 ohms. So RAB becomes 10 plus 20 parallel 20. If you solve 20 parallel 20, you will get 10 as answer. So RAB will become 10 plus 10, and RAB equals to 20 ohms. Similarly, if you want to find out RBC, then this part of the circuit will not come into picture. The current will start from point B. At this point, it will be splitted and it will follow two different paths. One current through this 20 ohm component, another current through this 20 ohm component, and over here once again the current will return to point C, and between B and C, whatever is the battery, that current will be. So we can see the RBC is 20 parallel 20 plus 30. RBC equals to 40 ohms.